Welcome everyone. In this tutorial you will learn how to set up a server monitor with 200. As you can see, we're logged in our 200 dashboard, and we're inside of our project's overview page. I'm going to use the project called test here to add a new server monitor to this project, but you can use whatever project you have here, or you can create a new project for your server monitors. So I'm going to click on test here, and I'm going to add a new server monitor by clicking on add new server monitor here, or I could add a new server monitor inside of our project details. And our server monitor will monitor the CPU, the disk space. I'm going to call it test server, and I could give it a description, but I simply create a new server monitor with the name test server here. Click on create new server monitor, and as you can see, successfully created a new server monitor. And we have a new server monitor. The status is inactive because we didn't set up the server monitor yet on our server, and we haven't a successful ping yet. So our server monitor will monitor the CPU, the memory, and the disk space of our server. So if I'm going to click on help here, we have an instruction on what to do to set up the server monitor. So I'm going to SSH inside of our server, and then I'm going to install Node.js. Then I'm going to install 200 CLI, and then I'm going to set up the new cron job for our server monitor. So let's take a look at it. Welcome back. As you can see, I am logged inside of our server, and I'm using root here. You shouldn't use the root user for your server, but set up your own user. But this is simply a server I set up for this tutorial, so I will delete this droplet after this tutorial series. So I'm going to use it as it is. I'm going to install Node.js on this server because right now, as I'm going to show you, Node is not found, but I can install Node.js, and I'm going to show you how to add Node.js via Node version manager. If you Google for NVM, you will get to the Git repository of the Node version manager, and we are going to use simply this version here. Clone this repository, and then we just follow these steps here in this tutorial. So I'm going to git clone. Alright, I'm going to git clone this repository. Alright, next step. Next step is to cd inside of this folder, hidden folder. Alright, I'm inside of the hidden folder now. Next step, check out the latest version. Alright, we have checked out the latest version. Next step is activate NVM by sourcing it from your shell. Alright, now we should add these 3 lines to our bash rc, our .profile or /rc. Adding these lines, hitting save, yes. So I'm logging into the server again to reload the shell that we have now NVM installed, and you can see we can use NVM install node to install the latest version. So I hit nvm install Node and it will install Node version 13.5. Perfect. We confirm that Node is installed. Alright, Node is installed. npm is installed as well. Right. Now we can hit npm install -g, stands for globally, at 200/CLI to install the 200 CLI on this server. Alright, now that we have installed the 200 CLI, we confirm that it is installed, and not enough. Alright. Alright, we have 200 installed, version 1. Great. Now let's get inside of our cron tab and we add our shell, and we add the path, it's bin bash. Alright, now we want to add our path, so we say echo $path and copy this path and open our cron tab again with cron tab -e, and now we say path equals this path. So now every cron job runs our jobs with this shell and this path. Right, we hit exit, yes, and save it. Then we go back to our 200 dashboard. Right, we're back on our 200 dashboard. I hit help, and now we successfully copied the UUID of the server monitor into our clipboard, and we add it with our cron expression 200 server monitor and the UUID. So I copy and paste this. I'm on the server again, logging inside of our cron tab and pasting our new cron job here. And now we have to replace the UUID with our actual ID of the server monitor. Now I copy the UUID of our server monitor by clicking on help here, pasting in here, hit save, and we're done. Welcome back. Now I waited a few minutes so that we can check back on our dashboard and our server monitor. And as you can see, we have a CPU usage of 1%, a memory usage of 28%, and a disk space usage of 6%. And the last successful ping was right now. And now we will get a notification every time at office@200.com if the CPU usage is too high, the RAM usage is over 80%, or the disk space is over 80%, or when the server monitor did not run.